What is up, fish fam? Hopefully you've enjoyed the videos that I brought out in the last week or so with updates on all of my tanks in the fish room. But today I'm very excited. I've been looking forward to this for a long time, but I added some fish to my 40-gallon breeder tank that I'm real excited about. I've looked everywhere for these fish. Most of my pet stores around here, all of my fish stores around where I'm from, just do not carry these fish. It hasn't ever taken off in this area. It is a live bearer. I did order them off of Aquabid, and I did get them for a price that I got them for a price that I would have probably paid in a local fish store, but I got them shipped to my door. The reason why I didn't film the unboxing, I really wanted to, but there were some problems. They came from Florida. They shipped out on a Monday. I had given them my local post office address so that they could be shipped there and held. And the last time that I received fish on a cold weather day, that's what I did. And it's been being like in the teens during the day and in the 20s during the day. And when I won this bid and I paid for my fish, I gave this address with the exact instructions that I wanted them held at the local post office, because that's what I've done in the past and it worked really good. I did go ahead and sign up for text notifications. That way I could keep track of it. The United States Post Office, though, their game is pretty low when it comes to those kind of things, and they're really far behind. So fast forward to Thursday of the week that I ordered my fish, and that's whenever they had said that they were coming. You know, that morning, that Thursday morning at like 8 o'clock, I got a notification that they had been scanned in at 9 o'clock the night before in a town that was about an hour away, the main hub of our state. So I assumed they're going to be coming to my post office today. Then at 11 o'clock, I got a text that said out for delivery at 8 a.m. So then I got really scared. So I called, I was out on the road that day too. I called my neighbor across the street at 11 o'clock and I said, hey, I just got a text. They said that it was out for delivery, and I usually get my mail around 10:30 from the post office. He looked across on my porch, nothing on the porch. So I told him I'd call back in about an hour. At 12:04, I got a text that they were delivered at 11:13, and it said on front porch. So now I'm scared. These fish have been in a box since Monday from Florida. They've been going through some really cold weather, and unless he had a 96-hour heat pack in the box, you know, I was going to be in trouble. So I called that same neighbor. He didn't answer. I called him again. He didn't answer. So I called my next door neighbor. She answered, but she has a daycare, and it was really hard for her to get away. Basically, when she did come over, they weren't here, but they must have come over. They must have come right after she left, because I got home at 12:45. They had been on my porch for over an hour. I think the temperature that day was like 21 degrees. So to my story, the reason why I didn't do the unboxing is because, you know, I had all that panic. But long story short, I opened them up. The heat pack was cold, the bag was cold, but I did get them in the tank floating, and everything was good. So, going to go ahead and cut to the video to show you what those fish are all about, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Pretty much every time I set up a tank, I always say this is now my favorite tank, but this 40-gallon breeder, it really is my favorite tank. I've been after some Endlers for quite a while, and they're really hard to find at local pet stores, so you've really got to buy them online. But I found some on Aquabid that were really cheap and cheap to get here, as cheap as what I would have had to have paid in a pet store without shipping. So I ordered 3 males and 3 females, red stripe Endlers, and they came as 4 males and 4 females, and pretty adult on the size, especially on the females. And then it came with 3 fry that looked to be females. And then I did lose one last night. They're jumpers. I've got the rim off of my tank, and I don't have a lid on because of this driftwood that I've got in there. And they were just displaying up and down the tank, up and down the tank, up and down the tank, and one of them jumped out whenever I didn't see it, and he ended up dying. It was a male. So today, when I went to the pet store, I had been looking for them, and I had asked my local pet store to order some whenever he got a chance. He didn't ever carry any Endlers, which the ones that he got in were beautiful. They were albino, so I added an albino red stripe and red stripe Endlers to this tank. And then I've also got 3 albino longfin bristlenose plecos in here, and we'll see if we can get some pretty good little video of these, but they're beautiful. I am in love with them. That's my best male right there, I would say. He's adult enough that he's got both of the stripes on the tail, and then that's the most adult female there. None of them came pregnant, but I'm sure, with live bearers, it will only be a matter of time. Doesn't seem to be any plecos out and about. I do see one right down there by the pleco cave, right at the edge. Get a zoom. But yeah, just like I always say though, it's my favorite tank, and it really is. I love this tank. I've done 1 water change on it since I got it. I did that before I added any fish to it. I've had the Endlers in here for about 24 hours, and I've had the plecos in here actually for a couple of weeks. But I absolutely love this tank. This one, the colors are so awesome on these Endlers. They're just so bright and beautiful. I got a piece of Val up here in the front that is causing me havoc. There's one right there. It's another really pretty male. They're beautiful. I love them. And they're enjoying their surroundings. So far so good, other than the one that jumped out. And that is it. So, what did you guys think? I have been super excited to get these fish. I have shopped for over a month. Those are the Endlers are the type of fish that I wanted to get in this tank way before I even bought this tank. I bought this tank before I even thought I was going to buy it. It was just a future idea that I had. With having guppies and with having platies and with having swordtails, I was like, man, I gotta have some Endlers, and they're really nice. I really enjoy these fish, and I look forward to giving you guys some future updates. Thanks for coming along today, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out, y'all.